So you're set up for SEO, and you've got the main traffic building methods in place. But anyone can do these things. So what can you do to get ahead of the race? Well, this lesson covers some effective methods that are vastly underutilized so you can equip yourself to go further with your traffic generation. To give you a quick overview, these points are based around media distribution. People don't only use search engines like Google to find things on the internet. They search directly on the likes of YouTube, Amazon Kindle, iTunes, etc., bypassing Google and other search engines altogether. This means you need to be active in these places to be counted as a player in the media platform game. We'll start by covering 4 media types and platforms that you can use to boost traffic to your website. Now, these include video marketing with YouTube, podcasting on iTunes, lead generation through Amazon Kindle, and image distribution. The 5th topic is one method to rule them all: brand incorporation. Now, this lesson will go into detail about why you should promote your brand as an authority, and more specifically, how you can incorporate your brand throughout all of these platforms. Now, we'll begin with video marketing on YouTube because it's the 3rd most popular website on the internet, second only to Google and Facebook. Describing it as gigantic would be an understatement. In 1 month alone, YouTube has more than 1 billion unique users visiting. Now, some of this will come through search engines or social sharing, but a lot of it will also just be direct searches on YouTube itself. You want to get some of this traffic looking your way, and here's how. It goes without saying that to get on YouTube, you need to have videos to upload. Now, this doesn't have to be overly complicated. Anyone can do it, and here's a tip for getting started. Look over any content on your site that could be transformed into video. It will already be targeting important keywords for you. You can liven it up by explaining the gist of it to your audience using a webcam or a video recorder on your phone. Now, this could be anything from reviews to blog posts to lessons. Anything you can explain or relay, you can record on a webcam or phone camera. Create a short narrative or educational style video demonstrating the concepts you're trying to explain. If you don't like the idea of just talking into a camera, a how-to video is a great way to be more engaging and avoid the awkwardness of staring at a camera with nothing else to do. You can also interview relevant people about their thoughts on a particular topic. Find someone who is interested in your niche, or, if possible, an authority on the subject, and interview them. Use points from your website content, or find out what people want to know from popular forums. You can even do a basic level of video editing with software like Windows Movie Maker. Whichever approach you take to your videos, make sure to finish with a strong call to action. Invite viewers back to your site to see more content, and encourage them to follow you on YouTube to see future videos. Now, once you've got a video ready to go, you'll need to upload it. You can log on to YouTube with your Google account, so if you don't have one for your brand yet, it would pay to get that set up. Head to youtube.com and click on Upload in the top right corner, and you'll be taken to a page for uploading your video. Click on the big arrow or drag and drop the files in. Now, while your video is uploading, you can enter a strong title and description, both containing your main keyword for this video. And at the end of your brief description, place a call to action and a link back to your website to encourage traffic. Add relevant keywords as tags, and then click Publish to finish. Then, when you have new content for your website that could be applicable to this media format, repeat the process. All this builds backlinks, establishes your brand, and encourages traffic. Starting a regular niche podcast accomplishes several important tasks. It increases brand reach and traffic potential, as well as creating a more personal form of communication with your audience. People listen to podcasts in their cars, on the train, or on the run. As a result, you can get away with longer podcasts than you can articles or videos, since people don't have to sit down to watch or read. Pat Flynn, creator of the Smart Passive Income blog, gets more podcast downloads daily than unique visitors to his blog. On average, visitors spend 7 minutes and 19 seconds on his blog, whereas his podcasts are between 45 minutes and an hour long. So how can you get your own podcast going? First, you need content to record. Not many people are good at freestyling, which is why it's good to be prepared. Start by voice recording some of your existing on-site written content. Make a bullet point list of the main points and talk through them one by one. Explain them as you would to a friend clearly and confidently. As an extra tip here, if you've done video marketing, you can often take the audio from that and turn it into a podcast. Or you can do it the other way by recording yourself on video when creating audio for a podcast and then turning it into a video blog post or vlog on your YouTube channel. To learn more about vlogging, there's a section on video creation for marketing in the Affilorama Lesson 4, Simple Steps to Building Quality Links that Google Will Love. Now, you can pay someone on the likes of Fiverr.com to create your audio from a script, or you can add a personal touch by recording it yourself. Either way, the personal element of the human voice makes podcasting a good choice. Now, when recording your own podcast, it pays to get a decent microphone, especially for a regular series. A decent option for this is the AT2020, for example. But shop around to find a good quality product that's in your budget. Once you've created your podcast, you'll need to upload it onto iTunes. Apple's website covers this process in great detail. Simply follow through the instructions and upload regularly for maximum impact. The next method of traffic generation is one that Mark Ling personally recommends as something he would do if he were forced to start fresh in affiliate marketing: Amazon Kindle lead generation. Now, you can see his full post, "What if I had to start again?" on the Affilorama blog. You're going to use the Amazon Kindle platform to generate traffic, particularly leads. Now, to do this, you'll need a squeeze page that offers some kind of giveaway hook related to the books you'll be writing or outsourcing. Now, one of the highest converting giveaways is a free audio version of the Kindle ebook. When creating the squeeze page, keep in mind mobile optimization, as most Kindle traffic comes from mobile devices such as phones or tablets. All content begins with a topic and a title. Get inspiration for these titles by heading to Amazon.com, making sure you have Kindle Store selected as the search type, and start entering keywords. Suggestions will appear in a drop-down box, and these will give you an indication of common subjects people are searching for. As an example, for the weight loss niche, you could incorporate weight loss for women into one of your titles. Click Enter to search and take a look at what other people have used as titles. Then you can start brainstorming your own titles around what you found, thinking specifically of what content would fit well with your brand. Focus on writing as many short reports of about 5,000 words as possible, but keep the quality high. If you don't feel confident writing your own reports, you can outsource to writers on elance.com. In the left-hand sidebar menu, you have options to refine your search. For the sake of quality, make sure you select at least 4 for the star rating, at least 5 for the number of reviews, and enter an hourly rate depending on your budget. It shouldn't cost you a fortune, but anything less than $15 an hour, and you're probably sacrificing too much quality for the sake of cost. You do need to make sure that there are regular call to actions throughout the report for the reader to visit your site and sign up for the free giveaway. The final section of your ebook should be a moderate pre-sale for your giveaway. These reports will also need a cover, and even though the saying goes, don't judge a book by its cover, everybody does, so you need a good one. You can outsource this at www.fiverr.com. Search either under recommended or high rating for freelancers and look for a thumbnail that suits the style you're looking for. When you have a book ready, complete with its cover and call to action links, you need to distribute it. Head to Amazon's Kindle direct publishing page at kdp.amazon.com. Click on Get Started and follow the instructions clearly laid out for you. Set the price low enough to be affordable but not too low. The royalties money is a nice bonus, but that's not the goal here. You're doing this for leads. If the price is too low, however, you will only make people suspect bad quality or spam. Images and infographics are some of the web's most popular content. If you can create great images, they will probably get picked up by other webmasters, bloggers, and social users. The Affilorama lessons mentioned earlier, 4 simple steps to building quality links that Google will love, also contains a lot of information about image creation. And just like with the other media types, You can either create your own or outsource concepts to artists on websites like Fiverr.com. Now, the most important question to ask yourself is, what types of images would my target audience appreciate? Once you've created them, you'll need to share them on social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Spread them around, make them as popular as you can, and encourage traffic back with a link and a mention of your brand. This brings me to the last traffic method for this lesson, brand incorporation. This is possibly the most important part of using media to generate traffic. When you distribute branded media, you're establishing that brand, even if someone shares it but doesn't link to you. Don't reduce the quality of your media by sticking a big brand logo across the middle, but make sure that you find a way to tastefully work your brand in. For general SEO, of course, you want backlinks, but if you want people searching for your company specifically, getting your brand out there is imperative. If you haven't already, you must get a logo for your brand. If you don't have design skills, you can easily get someone on Fiverr.com to design one for you. To establish an association between your brand and your videos, place your logo at the beginning and end of videos with a music snippet. If you have the funds to get someone to animate this intro and outro somehow, all the better. Don't make it too long, however. You want them to know who made the video, but not click away before it begins. About 3 seconds is good, but no more than 5. It's a similar concept with podcast. Announce your brand at the beginning and end. Use something like, "Hello and welcome to Title with Brand. I'm Name, and thanks for listening to Title with Name at Brand." Mention it occasionally in the content if relevant. Now, for example, you might say, "I've got a post about this at branddomainname.com, which basically discusses," and then give an overview of the relevant point in the mentioned content. To establish an association between your brand and your Kindle reports, you want to place a logo subtly on the front page of the book and mention your brand name and a link in the header or footer notes of the pages. If you become an authority as your brand grows, people will begin to take notice of your logo when browsing. Establishing this brand association with the images you're creating and distributing is especially important, so always watermark them with your logo. If you aren't a designer and you're not fluent in Photoshop, this is still very easy to do yourself with a tool like the one at www.watermark.ws. And when you've loaded the site, you'll have to sign in. You can either create an account with your email or connect via your Facebook. Now, once logged into your account, simply click on Create Folder in the top right corner, and then click on the folder to start uploading photos. It's easy to drag and drop photos in, but you can also upload from a folder or import from Facebook. Now, once the picture is loaded, click on it to bring it up in the watermark editor. If you don't have a logo, you can select text to write your brand name over the photo, but a logo is much more effective. After selecting logo, click on Upload Custom Logo. Find and select the image of your logo, and it will appear on your picture. Now, you can move it around and position it wherever it best fits. The bottom right corner is a fairly popular option for a more subtle logo. You can resize the logo to be larger or smaller and rotate it to any angle you'd like. You can also adjust the opacity, which is especially important to prevent bold logos from overpowering images. Clicking Done creates the process. Download the image to your computer and it's ready for distribution. Remember, you want this watermark to be associated with all of your images, but you also want it to be subtle. It's best if your audience is casually noticing it rather than being slapped in the face by it. So, there you have it. 4 media-based traffic generation techniques and the one tactic that ties them all together, brand incorporation, for establishing your authority and amplifying traffic over time. From here, I encourage you to go away and try at least one of these methods. Make a video for YouTube, record the audio, and release it as a podcast on iTunes. Try creating a report for Kindle with a squeeze page ready to go. Take your best images or create new ones. Make sure you have a logo. Get it watermarked on those images and start distributing. And from this point on, ensure that you incorporate your brand into all that you distribute. After all, a lot of effort goes into creating quality media. Why shouldn't you associate your brand with that?